Hello everyone, welcome to Faithful Media Tech. Please, after watching the video, subscribe. If you have any question or suggestion to make, feel free to drop it in the comment box. And if you don't watch our last video, count functions, all the 4 types of count function, you can do well by going and look at it, study it, practice it, and ask a question. Today we're going to look at Excel average functions, all 4 types functions of average in Excel. We have 4 types of average functions in Excel. Number 1, average. Number 2, Averagea. Number 3, Averageif. And the last one is Averageifs. Average, it returns the average arithmetic mean of its arguments, which can be numbers, names, arrays, or references that contains numbers. And then average A, it returns the average arithmetic mean of its argument, evaluating text and false has 0, true has 1, and can be numbers, names, arrays, or reference that contains numbers. And the Averageif, just as the name suggests, it can only average a set of range of cells if only it meets the criteria. So it finds the average arithmetic mean for the cells specified by a given condition or criteria. And the last one is Averageifs, which finds average arithmetic mean for the cell specified by a given set of conditions or criteria. Now, this number 1 and number 2, average and Averagea, they are similar, but they just have just small things that differentiate them. Now, just like in count and counter, they do the same work, but just small things differentiate them. For example, in count only cells or range of cells that contains numbers. And if there is another range of cells with alphabetical values, it will ignore that. And then counter can count both alphabet and numbers together. Same thing happen here. Average only find the average of cells or numbers or average of the data in a given set of range of cells. But if there be any text among that range of cells, it will ignore it. But Averagea can find the average of everything you want to find, both letter, that is alphabet, and numbers. And the important thing is that if there be any Boolean function, Boolean algebra in your data, then Averagea will evaluate false as 0 and true as 1, and it will also evaluate text as 0. Then in that range of cells, it can be numbers, names, arrays, or reference that contains numbers. The Averageif only find a specified given condition. And the last one is Averageifs, which find average for the cells specified by a given set of conditions. The difference between Averageif and Averageifs is that Averageifs have the multiple criteria to meet, while Averageif only have one criteria. But Averageifs deal with different criteria. Remember, this syntax now, for example, for average, the syntax is average equal to average. Remember in Excel, every formulas or function start with equal to. So equal to average, number 1, number 2, till 255. So you can have as multiple numbers you want to find the average as you want. The same thing is applied to Averagea. The same thing is applied to Averageif. Now Averageif have range, then it has criteria, and it also have average range. We particularize that as we go forward. Then we have Averageifs, which the formula is average range, criteria range 1, criteria then criteria range 2, criteria 2. Now let's go back to our dashboard here and look at example 1, which is average function. Now I have some set of students here which are studying 3 subjects: math, chemistry, and English. Now the total score for these 3 subjects is written below here on the right column. We have the total scores here, and then we have another column to find the average of each student from these 3 subjects, and then we also have another column here to find the average of total scores of all their subjects. So let's look at the way you can do this in Excel. Now for number 1, I will click equal to average, then I highlight the cell from math to English, then hit my enter button. So I got 75. So for the rest of them, I just have to put my cursor here, and it's showing, if you look at where I'm placing my cursor now, it's showing plus, a black plus symbol. I will just drag it down, and that's all I've gotten for all of them. So if I want to know whether I'm alright, everything is accurate, I just place my cursor here, go to the formula bar, and automatically you see that it's highlighting the color here, is highlighted here also, specifying the range of cells that it has averaged. Now I hit enter to come back. That is the way you can find average in Excel. Now let's go to another method we can do. Now I want to find the average of everything about the students, their scores, average of all of them. So I can just come here also. Now for this one, I can still use auto sum and click on average. Automatically I highlight it. Since there's no extra set down, I'll just click OK, and I have 200.6. That's the average of the total score of all the students. If you look at the formula bar, you will see now equal to average F12 to F19. That is hard to find average of numbers or anything you are working on in Excel. Now let's go to number 2, which is average A. Average A. So we are supposed to put A here. Average A. All right. Now I will explain. I think I explained something to you now. I said, okay, for example, let me do something very important here for you. Now remember, in this column, I have 75.7 as my average for the 3 subjects. Now if I come here and put equal to average A, and then hit enter, tab, and then highlight from name down to chemistry, then you see now I have 56.75. Did you see the difference? Now what happened there is that average A is evaluating text has what? 0. Is evaluating text has 0, and you see the name here. So average text evaluated by 0, and if you look at what I decreased the number of average you should have gotten here. So that is why you should know when to use average A and average in your work, because mistakenly if you use average A when you're supposed to use average, you will not get the accurate result. So mind you, make sure you know the right time to use average A and average in your Excel or in your work, so that you will not miscalculate your assignment. Now let's look at it here. We did the same thing here. In the other column we are having 75, but let's manipulate average A here now. Equal to average A, Now highlight everything from here to here, and then I have 40 points, 47.0. I will come and highlight. I'll use average. I want to just explain something to you. Average, and then highlight from here to here. I have 58.3. Then now let me use that same average. Remember, here is average, pure average. And if I click on this side, you see that I highlight it right from names down to chemistry. Now I will make use of that same column, average. Then from math to chemistry, go from this very particular one, math to chemistry. So I hit enter. You see now I have 58.3. So average automatically ignore the text, the column that has what? Names, alphabet, and work with only the columns that contains numerical values. You understand, right? Good, perfect. So this is the difference. These are the difference between average and Averagea. Now if I come here now and say Averagea equal to Averagea, so now I highlight from here to here. I have 200.6. Let me take it to one decimal place. I click, go to format cells, and I will go to number and reduce it to 1. All right. So you can see now, since there's no text, it gives me accurate result just as it is here. These are the way you can make use of average, average age in Excel. Now let's go to our next example, which is number 3, average if. How you can make use of average if in Excel. Now we have that same set of students here to deal with. I have total score here 188. I have their scores for each subject here. So I will only find the score. I want to get the average if only their total score is more than 100 and more than 200. Okay, 190. On more than 190. Let me make some 190. So how will I do that? It's equal to average if, then bracket. I select the range of cell. I want to make it only here. If this, comma, then I'll specify the criteria is greater than or equal to 190. I close it back, hit enter. So I'm seeing this error here because it is not up to 190. If you can see it, what we have there is what? 188. But let me drag it down and we'll find out what will happen next. All right, you can see now all those that met the criteria that are qualified, you can see that they are here. We have 223, 202, 201. This one now, these three now, they did not meet up. So it specifies error, indicating that this. But if I should go and change their score from here and make here like 89, automatically see now it changed from that to 232. That is how you can make use of average if. Okay, thanks for watching. This is the end of today's tutorial. Stay tuned to watch the part 2 of average functions in Excel. We'll continue from where we stopped in part 2 with examples and details on how to go about it. Thanks. Please subscribe.